Greetings, neonate. I'm glad you found your way here. I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time. Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time. Strauss, Maximillian Strauss. I am the Regent of this Chantry. Welcome. Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. Ah, yes, forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I, but there is much you have yet to learn about our clan. Yes, this new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able. The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the Chantry who are my charges, and I have a lord who watches over me and other local regents, and so on. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and laws that we adhere to, so the circumstances of your embrace were, let us say, unconventional. Therefore, you are outside the pyramid. Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a consideration. Tremere guard their secrets well. Perhaps it is something we will speak of later. A Chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time. A regent is the leader of a Chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan. I'm sorry, neonate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood. You would do best not to look into them any further. What is it you would like to know? Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well. As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic. It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments. Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla. An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts. I see. Most disappointing, neonate. You seem to show a startling lack of concern when choosing your associates in this new life. I pray that their lawless proclivities do not ultimately affect your own standing among your other peers. I will ponder the nature of your payment while you are gone. Believe me, I will treat you fairly, neonate, and your service to the Camarilla won't be forgotten. Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round. Very well. The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less. Surely. What else would you like to know? No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla, and the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them. Ah, yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders. In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in Lacroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same. Lacroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventru on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power. I have overstepped my bounds. I will say no more. The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance. Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian Lacroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla. No, young one, I aspire not to such lowly heights. My only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla. You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can see already. I see. Well, return when you have more information. You have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic? Tell me of this so-called bishop. I see. That end may very well be upon us. But to business. I have a debt to pay you for your services. A wise choice, neonate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. You have done well. Your status is much raised here at the Chantry. Perhaps you might have a place here with us sometime in the future. If you so desire, I can give to you a unique talisman that might be of use in the future. If that does not interest you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide. A wise decision, neonate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well. I think you will find this more than generous. Use it well, neonate. Gargoyles? Why are you asking about gargoyles? What can I tell you about them? A gargoyle, put simply, is a creature that was created to protect the Tremere clan in the early years of our existence. They are very powerful, and not to be trifled with. Yes, we used our extensive knowledge of blood magics to create a race of protectors. They served that purpose well, but they have also caused many problems. It's a complicated issue. Well, many gargoyles still serve their Tremere masters, but a number of them have since rebelled and gone into hiding. They are a sentient race, but ultimately unfit for the freedom they desire. They need the guidance of their former masters. Some things are not to be spoken of, neonate. This is Tremere business, and you need not know any more than that. With much difficulty, I'm afraid. Gargoyles are notoriously resilient. Their hides are made of stone. Firearms will be almost useless. Blunt force is the only thing they understand. Yes, I know something of gargoyles, and of this gargoyle in particular. I had hoped that he would meet his final death, but it seems my creation still lives to torment me. Yes, many years ago I created this gargoyle to protect the Chantry from our enemies. He was a faithful servant, and saved my life more than once. Unfortunately, he became increasingly upset about his role as my protector, and wished to be set free. I refused to do so. Finally, he stole away into the night, and I haven't seen him since. Isaac Abrams. His disrespect for the Camarilla is surpassed only by his hatred of Lacroix. If he finds out, it will be a source of great embarrassment for the clan and the Camarilla. He cannot learn that this gargoyle was my creation. Do you understand? Ah, I see that you've learned well. Despite the indiscretions of your sire, you are proving to be an asset for the clan. I commend and thank you, neonate. I appreciate your discretion in this matter, neonate. You do that, neonate. If I hear that you have divulged my secret to anyone, you will never be welcome in this Chantry again. Do you understand? It's a dangerous game you're playing, neonate. I trust you'll make the right decision. Farewell. Here, take this. It is an ancient ward that may help you on your battle with the gargoyle. You need only carry it on your person to enjoy its protection. Good luck, young one. When you succeed in destroying the gargoyle, return, and I will give you an appropriate reward. Then return to me when you have. You did. That's quite an accomplishment for one so young, neonate, and with discretion as well. Again, you impress me. Yes, indeed. You have more than proven yourself, and I have spoken of you to my lord. He and I both agree that you would be a great asset to the clan. It means that you are welcome to join the Chantry as an apprentice. As a result, you will live here in a room of your own, and enjoy the luxury and privacy it affords you. Do you accept this honor, neonate? I knew that I was right about you. Welcome to the Pyramid, my apprentice. Your things have already been moved from your haven in Santa Monica. They are upstairs waiting for you. I am also aware of your ghoul. She is a questionable distraction in my opinion, but she will be welcome here. I see. Well, think hard on this, neonate. Such an offer is only given once. I pray you make the right decision. I see. That is most disappointing, neonate. I was hoping that you would have chosen more wisely. We have nothing else to speak about for now. Farewell. Yes, you have exhibited loyalty to the clan, and it will not be forgotten. Your discretion in this matter has increased your standing here at the Chantry. Nicely done, and it will be remembered. If there is nothing else, I bid you farewell. You have already been compensated by Abrams for your part in this. If you continue to show us loyalty, your future reward from me will be much greater. We will speak of it at another time. I see. Most disappointing, neonate. But I will comply with your wishes. This should be an acceptable amount for your services. Enjoy your payment. It came at a higher price than you know, and your efforts are well appreciated. Please accept this gift as payment for your accomplishment. The Tremere clan appreciates your confidentiality. I'm sorry you think so. Perhaps we have nothing further to speak of. A wise choice, neonate. It is always better to listen and learn than to act with brazen recklessness. Perhaps you might be a useful ally after all. Then I recommend you leave immediately. I thought we had defined the nature of our relationship when last we spoke. I'm assuming you know where the door is, whelp. It seems there is no reasoning with you. Leave now. You will never enter this Chantry again. Leave now. We will never speak again. Greetings, neonate. I have heard of your recent difficulties with LaCroix. I can't say that I am surprised. Love of power always leads to betrayal. But I am glad that you have survived. It is as I had feared. The beast takes many forms within us, and it seems that LaCroix has finally surrendered to its power. Please excuse me for a moment. Yes, I see. Of course, my lord. It will be done. The prince and his newfound eastern allies need to be dealt with swiftly and severely. You have proven your strength many times in this drama. Are you now ready to prove your loyalty to the Camarilla? It seems that the Tremere clan must lead the Camarilla through this time of darkness. But tread carefully, neonate. I fear that this night heralds something far more sinister than the petty machinations of a rogue prince. Your loyalty will be remembered, but tread carefully, neonate. I fear that this night heralds something far more sinister than the petty machinations of a rogue prince. I do not know. This sarcophagus seems to have unleashed a raging whirlwind, pulling all of those who surround it into this storm. I cannot see what secrets it holds, but be warned. A dark shadow falls across my mind. There are some powers best left undisturbed. Then your path leads first to the Kuei Jin Temple, where you must dispose of this Ming Xiao and her minions. After you have secured the key, you must deal with LaCroix and his rabid dog. Only then will justice have been served. Of that I have no doubt, neonate. I wish you luck in the final act of this drama. Farewell. Well done, neonate. Your powers are considerable for one so young. You will be a great asset in the years to come, and the sarcophagus will reside safely in the hands of the Camarilla. I told you before that there are some powers in this world that are best left undisturbed. I don't know what lies in the sarcophagus, and I believe that it may be in our best interests not to find out. If these be the final nights of our existence, I do not rush to bring about Gehenna any sooner than it need come. Let the shadows of time cover this dark treasure, so that eventually it fades even from our memories. Some things are best forgotten, neonate. Some things are best forgotten. Ah, a child of Malkav, no less. Do dark visions cloud your sight, young one, shattered reflections of your clan father's mind? There is truth in your words, neonate, more than you yet realize. Your madness allows you to glimpse the truth of this existence, to see through the shadowy veil into the world beyond. Be cautious when speaking of these visions. Truth is rarely welcomed by those who cannot see it. There are many kindred who will be less, shall we say, accepting of it than I am. No more than yourself. But I do know that Lacroix is much too focused on acquiring it. His obvious need for it reveals a weakness that his enemies may one day exploit. I do not know, although I must admit that I sense a change in the night air, something subtle and not altogether pleasant. Perhaps the arrival of the sarcophagus is the harbinger of something more dreadful. You seem to know more than I about these matters. I pray that your visions don't portend the end of us all. I will say no more. Greetings. Yes? What are you doing here? I no longer wish to speak with you. Yes. No. Thank you. What did you just say? What? I do not know. I cannot help you with that. I am pleased. By the way, take this. I will send you an email concerning this.